Okay. So starting the December 6th, 2023 meeting for the ACBA. Officially calling it to order, and we'll start with the old business. So Jennifer, if you want to go ahead with your secretary's report.
Yeah, I was not present in November, and so you took over my duties that day. But it looks like we added the merchandise onto the website and fixed the logos, the two logos that you wanted to do. And let's see. And appointed Carrie Blackman in charge of doing the newsletter and the articles. That's what I see.
Yep. Any other secretary business?
I am working on that MPIP article that we talked about a couple months ago. That's a big chunk of information, so I'm sifting through it, but I hope to have it done sometime this month.
Awesome. That'll be huge to have on there for members.
Mm-hmm.
On to treasurer's report. Michael is not here. If he jumps in a little bit later, he can hopefully be able to do that a little bit later in the meeting. Otherwise, we'll have it posted in the Facebook group. As far as finances goes, we didn't spend anything more besides paying off receipts, which we might have done last month. And so he'll be able to give exact numbers and updates on that, and we'll have a membership update in a second. So moving on to vice president update.
All right. Well, we're up to 92 members. And so that's 10 junior members, 42 basic members, and 40 professional members. And as far as the professional members, we have the breeders directory, and we now have 21 states represented. So got a few new states recently in the past month. Other than that, we have, as Jennifer mentioned, we have a merch store on the website now. So I know we talked about this earlier, but it wasn't recording at the time. So here is an example, hopefully you can see it, of a hoodie with the logo on it. It's really nice. There's a bunch of different options, shirts and stuff. Here's a sticker for vehicle, window decal, whatever. And I guess the one thing to talk about with that would be I only did like a 10% markup with that. I don't know if we want to talk about any other markup. I wanted to make it affordable for our members, but also make sure that we covered all of our costs and stuff. So that could be something that we can discuss a little bit more fully. So, and then the only other thing is that the logo has been changed on the website in all areas except for the pictures. I've got to go back through. I just noticed today when I was updating the website that I didn't think about the watermarks on the pictures needing to be changed. So I'll get that done. And I've also added the members logo in all the members areas. So that way you can use that logo on all of your social media or websites. And that's it for me.
Awesome. Moving on to other old business, we have a standard of perfection update. Over the last month, we've had another person be able to look at it. So still getting feedback, still collecting it, still reaching out to people. It's a slow process. We've been saying this for a couple months now, but it's getting there. It's definitely making improvements and definitely still on our radar, not something we've forgotten about. So now on to new business. So the first thing we have up is Carrie, if you want to start and tell us a little bit about articles and the newsletter that you've been working on.
So that's been going really great. I've had quite a few submissions, and I've been going through them and making sure everything is correct in the way that they should be. I'm hoping to have issue number 1 out by the end of this week for December. I do have a couple of articles that I'm got to put in there, and like I said, I hope to have it out by the end of this week, and then I've already got some stuff lined up for the next issue from the secretary. So hopefully everything will be good.
Awesome. And if anyone's interested in either writing articles or being a part of the articles committee, please reach out to Carrie. He's been absolutely amazing so far. So, and then for our final thing for new business that I have on the list, the officers have been talking, and to kind of end the year out on a fun, happy note, we decided to put on a holiday fun show. So it's a completely virtual show. It'll be completely free for members. And let me pull up the different classes. We've got 5 different classes for it. Entries will just be submitted through a Google form and then will be voted on through the last week of the year. And there are 5 different fun categories. One of them is the prettiest quail, so just pretty pictures of your birds. There's one of them that's holiday fun photography, so festive quail, pretty backgrounds, anything like that. Um, and then we've got a third one, which is egg decorating, and anything goes as far as that one is. So you can decorate eggs, you can paint them, you can add things onto them, and really the sky is the limit. We've got a great ACBA bake-off. So for anyone that likes to cook, it'll be both a picture of the meal, whatever, it just needs to involve quail somehow, and the recipe. And then the last one is AI generated content. So Rebecca's done quite a lot with her super secret special collection and all of the AI memes and different pictures in there. So there's going to be a category specifically for that. And you'll basically just submit them through the Google form. It's pretty easy to upload it, pretty easy to do. It'll ask for your email and your name. And then entries will officially close Christmas Eve. Voting will be open Christmas Day through New Year's Eve, and then winners will be announced New Year's Day. And Jennifer was working on getting some ribbons together, so we'll have prizes for all the classes. And if we get enough junior entries, we'll also be able to do a separate class for juniors too. So just something fun to kind of end the year out nicely and have a little bit of fun with it. So yeah, that was our big announcement. And then we've just got open floor for discussion. So if anyone's got questions, topics, things to talk about, now's a good chance. Otherwise, we need 2 motions to adjourn. So
I guess the only thing to talk about would be, does anybody have an opinion on the percentage of, what we should be upcharging in our store? That would be the only thing I have.
What's the average cost of the merchandise?
It varies. A sticker is going to cost a lot different than a hoodie. And then even from one hoodie to another, there might be a difference in the cost of the product, depending on if it has printing on the back or is a different material or something like that. So, and it doesn't have to be 10% or a certain percentage across the board. We could say, we mark up some things this and other things that, or whatever. I just kind of did just a 10% for just a slight markup there.
So in another club that I'm in, what we decided to do was we have a markup that is what's posted in the store. That's the price that's in the store. And then members actually have a coupon code that they can use to save, I want to say it's 20%. So for members to use the 20% coupon, it makes it to where there's very little markup for members. And for other people, I want to say the total was 30%. because obviously you have the price that the fulfillment company charges plus the fees for handling the transactions and all that, and that's a percentage. So that's how they came up with those numbers. So we may want to look at doing something like that.
That's a good idea. Yeah, right now the 10% kind of covers the, like you said, the cost that the website hosting would charge for that transaction and stuff. But that would be a good idea. We could easily do a coupon code for that. Right now, I think I have to look. I don't remember. Is the store available for everybody or just members?
It's available for everyone. I've got it pulled up.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. I just didn't want to say it without being sure.
So
What are the
like
prices? Go ahead.
for this club, what they do is they took the cost and they added 5%. So when a member buys something, the club still makes 5% because obviously you've got to cover your cost and do something. And then when other people make purchases, the club profits a little bit more off of it. So like if it's a 10% cost to sell it, obviously if a member is buying it at only a 10% markup, then I would not expect a coupon code. I would purchase stuff to help the group or to help the organization raise money and to help support awareness. So I would be fine with paying a markup, if that makes sense.
Agreed.
Does the profit, excuse me, the money that we make off of the shop, does that go into a general fund? Is there something specific that it's there to spend towards, or how does that work?
Right now it's going into the general fund. We hadn't really discussed any other options for it. So if you have some ideas, that would be awesome.
Okay. I don't have any offhand. I was just wondering, that may determine, because like right now, excuse me, sorry. It just depends, like what kind of funding are we looking for? Is there something that specifically needs to be funded that needs a certain amount, a goal that we need to reach? Is that something that we can put X amount on, see how we do for, 6 to 12 months if we have to reevaluate later on? The companies too with inflation. I mean, do they change? Is that kind of stuff going to change throughout the year, or is that like on a contract? I have no idea how that stuff works.
Right. That's a good point. Yeah, I believe that the prices stay pretty consistent for the company that produces the products for us.
Okay. Are there any specific projects or items that are in need of being funded right now? Or anything that you see for the year coming up that, like a goal to aim for?
Michael would be able to answer this a little bit more just as he's the treasurer and has all of the numbers in front of him. But when we had talked about originally starting the store, it was less of trying to gain money off of it and more to have just different like merch to wear, especially for like going to shows, different poultry events, swaps, things like that, just to be able to promote the ACBA as a whole.
So more
And
for awareness.
yeah, than making
Okay.
money off of it. And it's a print on demand company. We had talked about it last meeting, but we had quite a few new people here this time. So it's not costing us anything to make it. And we can just upcharge, and that difference will go to the ACBA.
Okay.
Rebecca, if you want, we can sit down with the officers and get a couple different options and put it into a vote in the Facebook group. So give people a chance that aren't here to have a say in that as well. And then come back next meeting with the upcharge and just leave it as it is for this month, if that's okay.
I did have one more question about the shop. I just skimmed through it really quick. I would love something like the sticker. Is there any way we could get like magnets or window clings though? Because I don't put stickers on my vehicle.
Yeah, I can look at magnets. I don't think that they have any kind of window clings. But I usually put the sticker on my window, and that way I can scrape it off if I want to without damaging the paint of my vehicle. But I can do magnets.
Okay. Yeah, if we could get some of those. One other suggestion. I can't wear the regular t-shirts. I'm weird like that. I feel like they're choking me. I have to have the V cut. If there's any way you can throw like a more open design.
Yeah, absolutely.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, and any other ideas as well. I'm there's quite a few options. So if there's something that you want to see, let me know and I'll see what they have.
Okay, sounds good.
Another thing we had. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I would love like black t-shirts and hoodies if y'all could maybe do that as well. My whole wardrobe is like all black and everything. So
Yep, that'll be something. So I don't know if you were here when I was talking about it earlier, but originally we had some black shirts, but then found that the logo that we had didn't show up very well on it. So Bree adjusted the logo coloring. So I just need to go in. I will make a note right now and go in and add some black shirts with the new logo coloring for you.
okay, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Something else we could think about doing, the idea came to me when asking about the purpose of the money for this. I don't, right now we're probably not going to generate a whole lot of income off of the store. But, Terry, is there some way that we can, potentially help support like the Caternix Kids Project or, something where the ACBA can get involved in kind of helping that way? That would help you or help the Kids Project and also help get the word out for the ACBA or, even something else.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
You're muted,
You're
Terry.
muted.
You're still muted, Terry.
Oh, there he is. Nope.
You're
maybe not.
unmuted and we can see you're talking, but I still can't hear anything.
He needs his moderator. He's used to YouTube.
Please stand by.
Is this charade? We need to learn sign language.
Yes. He's going to start holding up signs here any minute.
For 10 minutes before we go online, Terry, you tell me how to do this stuff. You want me to regurgitate it for you? I'll send you some earbuds.
Tech support needs tech support.
Kids don't need anything. They're good.
Terry,
We
if
can
you
talk
get you can always message us later.
While we're on the subject of kids, it didn't make the general meeting notes because it's not super official yet. But Kristen Kugel said she would be willing to run a youth section of the ACBA. So we're looking at putting together some things like record books and project logs, very similar to what they have in 4-H and things like that for ACBA and anyone and all of our youth members. So if there's anyone interested in being a part of that and helping out in any way, go ahead and let Kristen know. And hopefully within the next couple of months, we'll be able to see some of that coming out. So
Maybe we can do a kids corner on the newsletter.
yeah, that would be a really neat idea.
Are you still there, Carrie?
We can definitely do that.
Mason is one of our junior members. If you would like to get involved in something like that, that would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. I'd be interested in something like that.
Not to put you on the spot or anything, but I know that you were looking for ways to get involved in the quail world, and that would be a cool way to do it.
Yes, 100%.
Do you have anything else, Mason, you would like to see us do?
Not at the moment, but I think of ideas all the time, and I could let an officer know easily.
Okay.
Mason's going to come spend a day here on the farm and kind of see how, what we do here at Thieving Otter Farm. And he's got a pretty good little quail business of his own going on. So it's going to be fun. Terry's still shaking his head.
If he ever gets that thing unmuted, he is just gonna like rip into everybody. Listen.
Oh, we can talk about him and he can't do anything.
Terry, do you want to sign out and sign back in?
Yeah.
Nah.
Okay.
All right. Any other ideas?
Who do we have as iPhone 6? I don't know who that is.
iPhone 6.
Yeah, it just shows iPhone 6 on the screen, but it doesn't show a name.
Oh, I was looking at my phone like, am I supposed to be looking at something? What? No.
I don't know. I sent the request to unmute, so we'll see if.
Try it again.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, it's working.
Welcome to the party.
I don't know what I did, but oh. So what was the question?
Kids Corner.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's fine. I'm willing to help out any way I can.
Look, after all that drama of being muted, you got a lot more to say right now.
Is there anything that potentially the ACBA can help the Caternix Kids program with, or some other program? It seems like that might be a good one for us to support if we were going to support something.
How about a free junior membership, 1-year membership or something?
Oh,
I mean, don't the kids
that'd be huge.
what is that, like $5 a year or something for kids? Or
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
so that's just another thing we can add to the prize, to the prize list.
That could be good.
Whatever you guys want to do is fine with me.
Yeah, that would be a great thing to add on, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Should we have a vote on that or anything, or just approve it here? Or
I'm good to approve it. If there's, I
I
can't
like
see
it.
for whatever
I don't
reason
know
my
if I'm allowed to
screen went
vote.
blank. So let's throw it in the Facebook group thing just as a quick approval because it is a finances decision. And make sure Michael's aware of it too. And then, but I don't think anyone is going to have too much of an issue with it. So
Cool.
Bree, I have one question on the show. Is that going in the Facebook group or are we doing it through a Google form?
there's a Facebook post scheduled to go out 2 minutes ago. And it links the Google form. And then I've got a page on the website almost done that I'll publish there too. So
Okay.
for anyone looking for it.
Oh, I see it.
I do have a quick question about the Caternix Kids program. I'm not 100% familiar with it. What does it do or support?
Basically, well, if you go to caternixcorner.com, sorry, you got to be a member. If you're not a member over there, sign up. But there's a write-up on the Caternix Kids project. But basically what it is, the kids come up with an idea that they can do to, help somebody out, whether it's, their parents, somebody in their neighborhood, whatever. And then they write up a little article and submit it along with pictures and videos of them, doing the project. And then we've got a panel of judges over there in Caternix Corner that selects one each month to get the prizes and whatnot. And the prizes are basically to help them get started with quail.
Okay, thank you. That's a really cool program.
Yeah, there's some really great prizes as well. Pretty much it's eggs, incubator, a cage, everything, pretty much everything they need to get started.
Mhm.
Bree.
And I think by offering them a 1-year membership, the kids, maybe that'll entice the parents to join also.
It's a great idea.
Bree, that link to the virtual holiday fun show says I need permission. It can only be viewed by users in the owner's organization.
Let me make a really quick thing on it. I had it closed so that people couldn't see it before it was open, but it should.
The sharing permissions on the Google form.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna send a link in the Zoom group chat if anyone wants to try this link to see if it works. Oh, here we go. Okay, this should be the one that works. The last one I sent out. Delete the first one.
It still says need permission.
The newest one that I just sent out?
Yeah, the
Should be
second one posted in chat.
That one pulled up for me.
You will need to have a Google Gmail or an email, but it should let you, just because you need to upload images. And it's the same
it logged
thing.
me in. Where is that? Here, let me try it again. It doesn't like me. Hold on. Yeah.
Try it again and see if that works now.
I was going to say on the settings tab on the Google form, there's an option to allow users outside your organization to access the form.
There it is.
Okay.
It won't let me on my phone. I had to copy it to my messenger and open it on my laptop. Okay. Yeah, the second one works now. Oh, there it is on my phone. Okay. I don't know what you did, but it fixed.
Awesome. Perfect. Okay, I'll make sure I change it on, and that's the one I just sent on the chat, right? The URL.
Yeah, the one that works is sent in the Zoom chat. It's the
Okay.
one I clicked on was the one that was in the Facebook group.
Oh, okay. I will put
Oh.
both of them on there just to make sure.
Okay.
Awesome. If there's nothing else for the meeting, we need 2 motions, or a motion and a second to adjourn.
I motion for.
I'll second it.
Okay. Have a great Christmas and wonderful holiday season, everyone.
Merry
Thanks,
Christmas, you
guys.
guys. Have a great
Merry
night.
Christmas.